Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you live in the UAE and you always look at Dubai's real estate with the thought, man, I wish I could invest, but I don't have 500,000 or 1 million dirhams lying around. If this is your thought, then this video will change the way you think about property investing. Because today, you can invest in Dubai's real estate with just a couple of thousand dirhams and still get exposure to rental income, capital appreciation and global diversification all from this phone or any phone that you have. One of the platforms making this possible is Stake. There are other platforms as well, but Stake is by far the biggest one. Before I go into details about telling you about Stake, let me quickly go through some of the USPs about Dubai. Now, why is Dubai such a powerful market? Dubai has become one of the most attractive real estate markets around the world, and the numbers speak for themselves. It has high rental yield, zero income tax, or let's say zero tax on rental properties or capital gains, a strong population growth, a business friendly environment, infrastructure that keeps expanding every single year. Talking about taxes, even in the neighboring countries like in other GCC countries like Oman, Saudi, there are some kind of taxes still imposed on having the real estate, but there are no taxes on residential real estate here in Dubai. Investors from all around the world look at Dubai as a stable, long-term, high-growth market. But the challenge for most people is the entry ticket. Also, for many people who do not want to get involved with the bank or mortgages, it's not possible for them to own a piece of property. Not everyone can buy a full apartment or villa on cash. That's where fractional platforms like Stake comes in. They allow normal working people to get exposure to this booming market without needing huge upfront capital. Now, if you're new to this channel, my name is Wali Khan. I'm UAE based expat, still doing my regular 9 to 5 job, and for the last 5 years I've been creating videos about personal finance, productivity, UAE real estate on both my English channel and Urdu channel. If you like these videos, please do consider giving a subscribe button a nudge, and also please like this video for the algorithm to spread this all over YouTube. A lot of you follow my journey because I keep things simple and practical. I test platforms myself, I share real numbers, and I talk from an expat's perspective here in the UAE or the wider Gulf region. And many of you have been asking me for a complete breakdown of Stake, how it works, who should invest, who should not invest, this is important as well, and how to actually use the app. So that's exactly what we are going today. I'm just gonna give you a brief chapters introduction here. We've already talked about why we invest in Dubai. There is one more thing that I forgot to mention is golden visa. It's very important and very lucrative thing for anyone who is investing in Dubai to get a golden visa for 10 years. Now, what exactly is Stake? That's we're gonna talk about who should not invest in Stake. That's also an important thing, and then we are gonna go to the Stake app itself, and I'll discuss the investment strategies for the UAE, Saudi and the US through the Stake app itself. So what exactly Stake is? Now let me break down Stake in a very simple way. Stake is a regulated real estate investment platform for in the UAE that allows you to invest in fractional properties. You do not buy the whole apartment, you buy a share of property and you receive your share of rental income and capital appreciation at the final exit when the property is sold. You will see when we go to the app review that there are close to 500 already funded properties that are available on the platforms, and you can probably buy them at the time of exit window as well. But regularly they are bringing new properties. Almost 5 to 7 properties are always there on the platform that you can buy from. Again, as I said, we will go through in details once we go into the app. You get access to different types of properties, which include studio, 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom apartments, townhouses, luxury units, ready units. Most of them are ready units on the platforms. Now they have started promoting off-plan properties as well, but so far whatever I have invested myself are all ready units. Then there are short-term rentals as well. Again, these are ready units, and even fix and flip projects as well, where they buy a property, they renovate the property, and then they sell the property within, let's say, 8 to 10 months, or let's say 12 months sometimes. Returns vary based on area, occupancy, and exit timelines. If you keep the investment for long-term duration, you should expect total returns of around 7 to 8% annually, which are considered good passive income returns. As for the UAE properties, you will get full transparency of individual properties, but Stake has expanded beyond Dubai. And then there comes the funds part as well, where you can invest in the funds from Saudi as well as the US. For Saudi, you can now invest in the Saudi real estate funds even if you're not a Saudi resident, and that is extremely rare because normally they restrict foreign investments if you are not a resident of Saudi, which is strange, but things are changing now. But through stake, you can easily invest in Saudi real estate if you want through the fund that they offer. Saudi is one of the fastest growing market right now with Vision 2030, mega projects, population boom, and some funds on stake are already showing very strong returns. I have invested myself in some of these funds, and really the returns are great. There are some caveats as well, which I'm going to talk about towards the chapter where it says who should not invest in stake. But overall, the returns are good. For the US, you also invest through funds, not individual properties. This gives you access to the world's largest real estate market fully from the UAE. You don't have to go to the US to buy property, but you can just invest in the part of the property and enjoy the rental returns and so on and so forth. Now, who should not invest in stake? Just because it's easy to start doesn't mean it's for everyone. You should not invest in a stake if you need quick liquidity. Like these properties listed on stake, they take time to give you some kind of returns, some kind of appreciation. So there are these should be, I would say, at least 5 years of investment horizon that you should take whatever funds you are investing in. If you don't have that kind of horizon, don't go for it. Your money is not instantly withdrawable. If you're expecting guaranteed return, then don't go for it, because there is nothing which is guaranteed. You know that property prices can go up and down, rents can go up and down as well, but it's purely passive as well. So I do it because of the passive nature. If you do not understand the real estate timelines, exit strategies, or fees, then do not go for it, because once you are investing in a real estate asset, the first year is just wasted in terms of rent, because even if you are getting the rent, the property acquisition cost is too much and it will eat away your rental return for the first year. So that is important to understand, that for the first, let's say, 1 year, it's not going to give you any kind of tangible returns. Having said that, again, as I said before, your objective should be clear. If you're clear on these points, then a stake can be a strong diversification tool, especially for the expats who want exposure without buying an entire unit, because this will give you diversification across different asset classes, across different areas within Dubai, across different, let's say, if you talk about apartments, if you talk about townhouses, villas, you can get, let's say, taste of all kind of units. By the way, if you want to open the account with stake or any other crowdfunded platforms here in the UAE, you can use my referral link in the description of this video. For either UAE or KSA or Saudi properties, you can get up to 250 dirhams of referral bonus if you use my referral link below in the description. Just note down that the referral link for both the funds and the Dubai properties are two different things. You have to use them twice if you want to invest in both of them. Now let's go to the app itself and see how does the app work. Let me go to the app itself. This is the app itself. You can see there are 7 available properties in the main section of this app, and if I go through them, this first property, which is 5-bed villa in Victory Heights, this is a fix and flip property. So once you buy this property, or let's say once you invest in this property, you will be taking the part in building up of this villa, because they will be buying the property and then renovating it and then selling it after, let's say, I think it's going to be around 12 to 15 months. After that, you will get your money back once the villa is sold. So this is first property. The second property is about capital growth, and this is a 2-bedroom in Imperial Residence, Jumeirah JVT, and this is for 1.1 million dirhams. And similarly, you can see other properties here which are available all throughout. There are 490, as I mentioned, there are close to 500 properties. These are 493 properties which have been exited. I mean, sorry, the funded properties so far. There are exited 23 properties. One of the properties that I own also got exited, and there is another one which is under the process of exiting. If I go to my portfolio, you will see this. This is my portfolio, and if I go to all my available properties, do let me know if you got some of the properties that I own as well. So we are co-owner of those properties. So if you see towards the end, maybe there is one property which is exited in September 24. That got me 13% of return. The average annualized return of that property was around 9%, which was very good. And then there is one more property which is under exiting. It's exit in process right now, which is studio in Address Dubai Mall, which is also going to give me around, I've calculated that it's mentioning here 10.85%, but I think the total annualized return that I'm going to get from this is around 7.5%, which is not bad as well, but like I was expecting a bit more. But 7.5% on passive income is fine in terms of the returns, because rental returns plus capital appreciation comes through it. Then let's say if I go to what else we can see here. Let's say if I go to one of the property and see what how does it work. So let's say if I go to this one 2 bedroom in Imperial Residence in JBT, you will find all the photos related to the property. There are some properties which are furnished, and they will just give it for Airbnb sort of thing. That's why it's completely furnished. There are some properties that they're buying and going to be just giving out on yearly rental, and they won't be furnished. So there are multiple properties like that. So for this particular property, 5 years total return is expected to be around 48%. Yearly investment return is around 9.75%, and projected net yield is 5.11%, means whatever rent that you're going to receive. What I've seen is rental returns per year is around, let's say, 4 to 5%. This is not this is the maximum that I've seen so far, net of fees, after all the fee. So this you should understand, that the yearly appreciation and the yearly return eventually will come out to be 7 to 8% after all the fee that stake is charging and all the expenses that stake will be incurring. So this is normally these are, by the way, these are all Dubai properties. Now if you go to funds, the funds will take you to the funds for the Saudi and the US. And if you see right now, there is a fund from the US, InvestCorp US Industrial Income Fund, which is available to be invested in. It is 15 million Saudi Riyal fund, which is 38% available right now. So if you want, you can go ahead and invest in that. There is no Saudi fund right now. All of them were funded earlier. Some of them were invested by myself as well. There were 3 funds in Saudi, which can be seen here. There is no exited fund right now, because this fund was introduced, I think, not more than 1 year back. So yeah. So this is from the fund. If you see the portfolio, it's currently at 50,000 dirhams for my portfolio, and there are three of the funds that I have invested in. One of the fund that I have invested in is US, the one which is recent one, and I just invested to check how does it work, but the other ones were invested a while back. So you can invest if you like. There are different funds, there are income generating fund, and there are funds which you are going to invest, and then eventually you will get the returns. All in all, it's not going to be monthly return on the monthly return basis. So again, it depends on person to person how you want to invest in. Normally for a stake, I invest in a diversified way. I invest in properties which are on rental basis, and which are on fix and flip basis as well, because fix and flip is good for someone who don't want to keep the funds intacted for a long period of time. Fix and flip is a project which can be finished in, let's say, 12 to 15 months, and your funds will be given back to you once the project is over, and you get all the returns from that. There is another thing which is stake one, which I'm not invested right now till now, and I don't think so I'm going to invest through stake for the off plan properties. But there is a possibility that there are multiple. Good man. I haven't seen that there are so many projects so far for the off-plan properties as well. So they've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 properties are listed on off-plan basis if you want to invest with stake. So if you're from, let's say, outside world, and you want to invest in off-plan in Dubai, this is a good way without going to agents directly. But of course, agents will tell you a lot of things which probably this app might not. So you have to weigh your own pros and cons. So yeah, this is it from stake. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, do give it a thumbs up. I talk about personal finance, productivity, real estate. There are some videos towards the end in the end screen. I talk about US stocks, and I talk about a lot of one particular app, which is Sarva. I invest through it. You'll find the video of this linked here. There is another video I made about passive income here in the UAE. Here's the link to the video. Do check that out. Let me know how did you like the video. Thank you very much.